All right. Breaking through the veil using charisma magic. Welcome back to the channel. I am Uncle Makara, all relations. It's good to be back, man. I'm feeling this Scorpio intensity in my bones. And, you know, I just feel such a empowerment within right now. And I know that something is about to emerge, right? That's the kind of feeling that's coming up right now. Is like there is something that I'm on the edge of. I'm on the edge of my precipice. And when I make this decision, I have to decide internally, then agree externally. Then I'm going to cleanse this throat chakra, and then I'm going to allow whatever needs to flow out, and recreate my life according to how I most prefer. Now, most of society is under kind of brainwashing, a very subliminal hit of making us feel bad, making us feel lack, scarcity, greed, all these lower emotions, right? They're keeping us in our lower chakras rather than residing within our heart and intuition and higher chakras. Um, Knowing that by us accessing our higher chakras, we can actually change our reality around, right? As mystics, as magicians, as you understand technology, you also understand how to bridge that technology. This is what we've understood at Primal Sutra. I'm more primarily an omnist, and I like to look at different practices and schools of thought and find where it blends together, specifically for my own interest, which is flow state and flow state mastery. So I've been at this process for a while. I have a master's in applied positive psychology, and I've explored the concepts of peak performance and tapping into altered states of consciousness. Okay. So altered states of consciousness is a non-ordinary state of consciousness. It is not your waking um, beta brain wave, right? Way of living, right? It's not the stressed out, Adderall riddled, uh, panicked, individual with a weak immune system. This is not what we're going for. We're going for strength. We're going for wisdom. We're going for courage. So, first of all, it's important to understand if you're lacking in your energy, your chi, start some basic qigong. Okay, this one that I do, it's very quick and it's very effective. Instant charisma. Okay, so if you are, I mean, I'm not a huge proponent of Taoist magic. They have their own set of rules, and of course, there's a lot of truth and gold nuggets that are there. Like for instance, they believe in like charging a talisman and basically like using that talisman as a reminder of their mantra. They like to do different forms of mediumship and channeling too in the Taoist practices. So that's what I'm inspired by, and that I kind of I'm looking towards maybe reading more about that and that style. But it's interesting how they also use Buddhist like chanting, like Om Mani Padme Hum, to call forth the Kuan Yin, which is another version of Avalokiteshvara, right? So it's interesting to see the overlaps between these different path workings and everything. I think that's fascinating to me. But yeah, Qigong would be just a general place to start for you to cultivate your chi back, your prana back. Of course, there's different forms of yoga that do this as well. I'm not denying that. This is why I like to do something called flow training. Okay. If you look up, actually, let me show you guys. Okay. I don't know if you guys remember, we do this in the academy as well, in the adept program. We used to do it for a whole month. But I would say try it for at least a few days and see how you feel, man. It's incredible. Okay. Just opening it up here. Share screen. Share screen. All right. So 100 hops, arm drop downs, twists, heart openers, twists. Okay, burpees. Burpees are always great, man. Just do burpees, man. Some yoga moves right here. Right. So it's combining qigong, yoga, calisthenics all together. Right. So it's a very valid, like really nice practice. This might be hard for some people to do, but try it anyway. Okay. Very powerful. In that blood flow, flowing through all the chakra points here. Very powerful inhale, exhale, ends with a breath work, and then I believe a meditation at the end, right? Cool. So just 7 minutes, bro. If you can't do 7 minutes, then you got some reprioritization to do. Okay, my friends. That's what I would say on that. Because honestly, if you can't just spare 7 minutes, there's something infinitely wrong within your day. Okay, I'm just telling you that. You don't want your workaholism to be so intense that you can't give yourself 7 minutes in the morning. Impossible. Okay. So if you find that that's beneficial, right? And you already got value from that, good. Go and do that. Okay. But now I'm taking this technology and I'm also speaking to the real ones out there. Okay. The ones that know that they can crystallize a certain practice that's going to help them to heal, to help them to grow, right? So I think healing is very powerful. To be able to use these agents of change or transformation by speaking to different entities or beings, and getting their input on how do I strengthen my chi? How do I make this a greater experience for me? How do I cultivate my energy in different ways? And they've also given a lot of different roadmaps into energy maintenance, and really being able to cultivate this energy. Because again, it's all a cultivation, right? You stop practicing for a while, you get rusty. That's what happens, okay? So you got to keep that practice alive, that feeling of I am pure loving awareness, coming back to that understanding. I'm pure loving awareness. I'm pure loving awareness. I'm pure loving awareness. When your mind starts to split and distract into all of these different areas, you got to bring your energy back to your heart space and really feel through it. This is a secret to manifesting, guys. A lot of people, they watch the news. The first thing that they do when they wake up in the morning, when their brain is like a sponge, and then they see all this horrible news, and then they believe in that, and that affects their immune system, and they get into a fear-based mentality throughout the day. So they're always panicked. They're frightened. Like I don't have enough time. This world is going to be destroyed or something like this, right? There's this apocalyptic mentality on the negative side of the spiral, whereas there's a paradise consciousness on the other side. So this is the kind of split that's been happening, guys, if you've been noticing this. So you've got to double down and choose your paradise consciousness. Okay. Shout out to Iron Paradise Productions and Master Pyro. Okay. He's within our, collective tribe. He's a celebrity um, film maker, videographer. He records music videos, basically. Okay. Mm. So let's get back to this idea of breaking through the veil, right? So it's like Plato's cave, you see the understanding of there are these shadows on the wall that we're reacting to, right? What you're seeing here in the physical plane is not really our first go-to in terms of where this is coming from. We understand that there is an above, there's another version where we're coming out of the cave and we're noticing, we're starting to see again, we're starting to perceive things differently now. So the first thing that I want you to do with this information is I want you to understand how you can directly apply it into your daily life, into your daily routine. So let's say that you do things that are very common each day, okay? And I want to help you guys out because I have a mild ADD brain, okay? It definitely goes into different places, and I feel like I have to give more effort, whereas it's actually I have to change my strategy because for a more neurotypical brain, I've got to understand I've got to change my path working, right? I've got to change my approach to it because I can't do it based on what everybody else is doing because my brain doesn't thrive in that way, right? I have like a weird genius billionaire brain that's just going off into random tangents. So then I need to crystallize it back down and bring it back. So this is what I'm practicing doing with these live videos too. So I understand that there's this dynamic where if I know that my attention is truly what brings me my energy, my charisma, it will start to change my day. Okay. So we have this thing called the attention economy. Everything outside of us is getting our attention. The external world is getting our attention. This is where things like idolatry come from, right? So you can't be a practicing mystic, but you see some other mystic who's got it, you know, and you go, whoa, man. Yeah, I'm gonna drop everything and just give it all to them. You know, that kind of it's kind of like dictatorship if you think about it, guru dictatorship, right? Rather than a what, a care, a loving connection with a you know a person who's touched source or the veil. They've understood, they've gone beyond it, right? They've gone beyond the Maya or the illusion. However, putting all your trust and everything into one person is taking away from your own individual sovereignty, right? We are all equal in our ability to access the divine, but we're not the same. You guys get that? We're all equal, but we're not all the same. So this is a very powerful understanding. And if you're here to manifest things, where you've heard this word before, law of attraction, manifesting, okay? If you're trying to manifest something, you have to understand I've got to lean into my desire as if I already have it. I've got to make it so much the norm that I already have that thing, that quality that I'm looking for, that desire that seems to be unfulfilled. If I keep thinking about something and not doing it, I'm creating more of a resistance for it, right? So my inner world and external world aren't matching up, and so I'm not manifesting. But what if your thoughts, words, and actions all started to align? And you told yourself you were going to do something and then you did it, and it created this powerful solar ripple effect, right? This kind of cosmic consciousness that brings you through. And you're like, hey, man, I don't need to worry about this. I've got God on my side, baby. I've got source on my side. Let's go. I have this infinite energy, this potentiality within me. But my mini little I consciousness is like trying to siphon all this energy from myself when I know it's pranas flowing all around me, bro. You guys get that? So give this video a thumbs up, man. Tickle the algorithm for me, man. Tickle it. Just right there. That's the spot. Okay. And so some people were like, that freaked people out. Some old man in Azerbaijan going, what did he say to tickle? And then he just, clicks the video off. But yeah, to those of you who are repping this and staying and tapping into Uncle Makara's energy and perceiving this energy and this Vajra dragon Vajra path working that we have. That's not a dragon, by the way. That's the sea monster of the Hindu Vedas, right? But if you understand this energy, that the energy of the dragon is the one that can bring back our consciousness, because it's almost like the ego center. It is the understanding that if we can conquer the dragon, which is conquering our own ego, we can actually become the bearers of the truth. Okay. And I don't want you to get very confused, because I do know that there's a lot of talk in Christianity about dragons and like the mark of the beast and all that kind of stuff. This is not exactly what we're talking about, because a dragon, you'll notice this, guys, we've been taught to fear these creatures throughout time, right? There's been almost like a hidden psyop, like a kind of an agenda against reptile beings, throughout time, throughout millennia, right? And I think it's because they're so different from us, right? Like, think about it. They have scaly skin. They have these like beaming like eyes. They have this kind of, I don't know, like a smooth yet slimy quality to them. It's like that really goes to remind you, right? That, wow, like they're so different to me that I'm going to fear them. I'm going to banish them, right? But again, this is what I say about, spiritism or spirit racism or whatever, right? You can't be like all reptilians are messed up. You guys get that? Like, that's just such an overgeneralization that I think we do in culture. We're like, those are all bad people, right? No, but they were good people once too. You have to understand that there's a storyline happening, right? And you choose the storyline. So you're buying into their narrative of how you think things are supposed to go, whereas you are the author, the authority of your own life. But what you're doing is, a lot of people are doing this, they're trusting in the higher authority that is outside of them, not inside of them. You see, I contact my author within, my authorship within, sovereignty within, which is my connection to the divine. It's my own experience within. And you know, in a lot of Taoist practices, they say like, okay, I can't wear this around my neck. I have to get to a specific level in order to rock this. Okay. Now, this is no disrespect to your culture if you're a Taoist watching this, but I prefer to have this on my neck. And you could say that, oh, you're a Hindu or whatever, you know, that's absolutely valid. Hold on, I just need to wipe the. Yeah, just had to squish a bug over there. Just kidding. What's going on, guys? Let me hear from you guys. If you guys have any questions about this, what's coming up? Is there a live chat here? Hold on. Bum, 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 bum. What? Comments are not supported. Okay, maybe I can't do it through these streams when I'm going on Zoom. I can't really see the comments right now. Okay. Anyway, guys. So breaking through the veil, right? It's merely understanding that, okay, so through Gnosticism, which is saying that you need the knowledge, right? You need this, you don't need an outlook on life, you need an inlook on life. Is generally what they're saying. Okay. You don't need to look outside of you, you need insight. You need to go inwards and figure it out. But also the Gnostic, there's teachings, there's principles, there's understandings of inner alchemy and a lot of things. Okay, a lot of things. But understand that also there have been a lot of backlash against it. So it's according to the stream of the information that you're picking up and weaving into your life. You guys get that? Like if you are allowing yourself to get pick sides and then make this a weird battle between other religious schools of thought or like some kind of a weird debate debacle, okay? You're not doing this thing correctly because it's really a thriving and a flourishing and a feeling good that you're wanting to tap into. Okay. I mean, give credit where credit is due. It is for the highest source. I mean, I'm not, I don't give myself credit for this video. This is flowing through me right now. So I've got to acknowledge the charisma that's coming through and is in the background right now. Not shaming it, not being like, you sit in the corner over there. Well, I'm going to chill like here. Okay. It's not going to work in that weird mafia dynamic with it because I understand that I've got to love that part of me that's charismatic, that's expressive. It's actually a tapping into my feminine energy to be able to express myself because a man usually would just find it difficult to do so and remain stoic and solemn, just very contemplative. Okay. Men get into this mode. Okay. We get into this mode quite a bit, this brooding kind of dark mode where we're taught in culture just, you know, bottle it all up and keep moving forward. Okay. Just bottle it all up, bro. And keep pushing ahead, keep grinding the gear. Okay. Instead of what? Instead of understanding I'm completely present with my emotions right now, and I'm allowing them to do what they need to do. And I'm giving them the space to express and do what they need to do. This is my emotions, you see. It's very different to your emotions. I understand that. But a lot of people don't understand that. They think their anger is equivalent to everybody else's anger on the planet. No. That person gets irritated, that person gets frustrated. There's a difference. There's a slight adjustment to each individual energetic signature in each individual, right? Energy is the energy in motion, the emotions. So again, the problem starts from the energy flow. The energy isn't flowing enough. A lot of mental well-being, right? It's like we're leading these sedentary lives on laptops, eventually becoming more like those Wally people, right? You guys know what I'm talking about, right? We ended up, if some of you don't know what I'm talking about, we're going to end up being like this, bro. Straight up, right? Because if I have everything instantly, what's the point anyway? Okay? What's the point anyway, bro? if I can have it right now, and if my dopamine, serotonin, and all of my neurochemicals are already being met right in front of my eyes, why do I need to work for that new car? Why do I need to go to the gym every day? Fuck it, bro. And they're gonna siphon this into your mentality, guys. This movie was a warning. Watch out. It might have been an animated version, but look at these people. You've seen these people. You know these people. That's probably Jared from next door or something, bro. So wake up. This is who they want us to be. So we have to break through the veil and understand this is not the agenda for me. I'm sorry, I'm creating my own agenda, and I better know what mine is. I better know what mine is, okay? Not that I'm like trying to, manipulate and, deceive. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Okay? That's the trickster mystic. I'm not interested in being that guy. I was that guy, the prankster, ha ha, the chaos, the clown. Then you start growing up and you start realizing I can save these people, right? And not like a fixer, saver, white knight. No, it's like the hero archetype, right? That comes through and is like, yo, let's go. Let's move over here. Let's do it like this. Let's transcend, tap into these higher energies of Shiva, Krishna, Brahma. Okay? Let's tap into these higher energies, this Christ. Let's tap into these higher energies, okay? And again, this is where the problems happen is a lot of people, they're like, let me label it so exact like this that it can't go outside of my stubborn area of expertise. So they're not even willing to humble themselves to receive information. They're so caught up in their own dogma, which is, again, dogma to a very, very nth, 10th, 1000th degree is an Ahriman satanic energy. Understand that, okay? So the more dogmatized you are, the more demonic you are, in a sense, okay? The more constrained, it has to be like this, it's my precious, right? That was Smeagol's energy, bro. You don't want Smeagol's energy, okay? You want, like, what's that guy's name, man? Aragorn. Aragorn, bro. Oh my gosh. Okay. Aragorn, bro. I mean, if this guy isn't divine masculine, I don't know who is, right? Now, I'm not a huge Lord of the Rings guy either. But there's something about the quality of this guy that's like he's emotional, he's friendly, he's gifted, he's aggressive, he has it seems like he has all the qualities, right? To create this level of leadership within him. Now, similarly, I look at Padmasambhava, who's a king, a warrior, a magician, and a lover at the same time, similar frequency. Okay. You guys seen my Padmasambhava drawing? Some of you haven't. Hold on, let me bring it over. Let me bring it over. Cheer! Ladies and gentlemen, we bring it back! The divine masculine energy! You already know, man. This is the boy. This is the boy. This is the gang, okay? Right here. This is who we're talking about. Mr. Sambhava, if you're listening. I'm just kidding. So if you can understand how to tap into this reservoir of chi, you can connect, with your higher self and pull that energy through. Okay. Now, some people are saying, I know what my problems are. Why aren't you giving me a solution? Okay. We're getting there. Okay. The solution is very simple. You got to take away the things that drain your energy. Pause. Okay. Wait a second. What do you mean things that drain my energy? Okay. The foods that you're eating, the media you're consuming, the negative people that you're around, the constant backlash, the constant negativity, all of that stuff is putting you into a fear state, therefore affecting your immune system, making you sick, making you ill, not letting you thrive, not letting you go outside. Okay? So this is what we want to have to change first. Okay? It's this ability to lean in and confront the fear and not keep running away and escaping it. You've been escaping it for far too long. Now it's time to rise up. And that's how you break through the veil, is you rise up to it. You don't fall down based on it. Okay? I'm not falling in love. I'm rising in love. There's a difference. There's a different frequencies of 5D energy that I'm tapping into, right? I can tap into the 4D all I want when it changes my perception of time and in the astral. Then I also understand that there's a whole nother level. Okay? There's a whole nother world out there. Okay? You just gotta know what it is. Okay? But yeah, this like what I was saying, bro, we need to access this energy, right? Like give me an example of someone who you think is naturally very charismatic, right? Okay. Think about it. Who? A lot of people say like George Clooney or something. That's the first you know, or like some kind of a pop star or singer, right? Now, what makes them very charismatic? Think about it. It's their energy. It's their energy and effervescence. It's the musicality and the resonance in which they're behaving. Their behavior traits, right, are giving a good flow of energy, positive energy sequence. So it's a very constructive wave of positivity that they're giving out, right? It's endearing. It creates rapport and comfort. You get seduced by it. You get attracted by it. Why? Because it's not clinging. It's not attached to the outcome. It's very connected to the process. You see? So go from predictive control to a process control. Don't try to predict the outcomes of what's going to happen. Tap into what is happening right now and access your charisma through your present moment, through your meditation practice. You know, meditation can give you so much energy. But again, it's like you need to put in effort for a while in order to get that, right? But we live in a culture, again, I believe that the world has made us all ADHD, okay? Short attention span mofos, right? So some people won't even watch this video. They'll watch like the reels of my channel or some shit. But I'm telling you, this brain of yours, right? That's going, you know what? Let me set a reminder. But also, I'm not going to check that reminder. Okay? So it's the brain going, I'll put it on a sticky note and then I'll make another sticky note for that initial sticky note, and then I'll make a third sticky note for the second sticky note for the third sticky note, and then you realize, like, bro, this is a bad plan. Okay? This is a bad plan. But what if, like, on my door right now, you see all these sticky notes, right? Bro, I'm getting that subconscious hit as soon as I'm walking out of my door. You see? And there aren't like reminders, they're like affirmations, right? That remind me to crush it and remind me that I'm the character who's already there. Like, let me give you this random analogy, right? $500,000 in your bank account right now. $500,000. Boom. Feel this change in your shift in your state right now. Just imagine that's the real, that's the truth, that's the fact. It's a fact. It's a fact. You have money there. Okay. I'm rich, bitch. Okay. Good. Feel into it. What are you feeling right now? Feel a bit more relaxed, right? My energy is more expansive. Hey, look at this. Ooh, this is an attractive guy right now, man. But it's in your state. It's not the money. Well, I take that money away. Are you reactive to that money, or have you kept that dope state of you getting that money? Oh, that's what I want you to tap into, baby. This feeling right here of I've already got it. 500 is in the bank right now, right? And it's this delusional optimism. I get it, but you have to really tap into that and feel it, right? Embody that. Because if you don't allow yourself to pretend, how did children learn? They learn through play and pretend and imitation, right? So if you don't imitate that, how will you get that? How will you get the feeling of that? Well, you think it's just going to magically fall on your lap? Okay, BMW next door. Okay, someone presents you it or something? Or do you think it's actually like this gradual, amazing progression where you're going and you're looking at all these different, uh, car dealerships, and you're making the right contacts, and then suddenly, out of the blue, you decide I'm going to make this happen, right? So you got to really adjust. You got to be the story writer, my friends. You got to write this story according to how you want it to be, not what society wants you to be, not what your programming or parents want you to be, not what any of your culture, is trying to morph you into be. Bro, if I would have followed culture right now, I would have been like an Indian IT lawyer, doctor, engineer guy, right? In a normal ass job or a high profile job to appease my parents, right? And follow the just follow the cog in the wheel, just follow the cog in the machine, okay? Keep doing all these things to get trapped more into the machine so that you have to work for the rest of your life. So you become a productivity engine for the rest of your life, not knowing how to even enjoy and tap into the abundance of your life that is already existing right here, right now. And this is the energy that I want you to tap into right now. What is this energy? This is an energy of growth. This is an energy of positivity. And it's an energy of charisma. And by the way, the females watching, the word for you is allure, okay? Allure. You have to be alluring. Don't focus on being charismatic, because that's the information I'm giving to the men. Again, same thing. Practice Qigong, practice embodying your feminine. When's the last time that you just locked your door and just, moved very feminine, very sensual and feminine and slow to a song? Maybe it's been years. But I really want you to explore that, right? And don't get embarrassed, like who's watching me, who's not. No, do it in your own private space. This is a private moment, right? We had this idea called private moment in IMC Nation, right? Where AZD, the instructor or mentor, he would basically watch us as we would do some form of an action in our most organic state, right? I haven't done it yet, but I've seen others, many others in the camps and so forth, do it. And it's very, very empowering, right? Because you get to see a side of them that's so authentic, so natural, right? They're in their flow, they're in their natural zone. And that's what's really interesting is like, are you in your natural zone? Or is it kind of this permutation combination thing that you have in your mind that I have to play it exactly like this or in this particular way, taking away from your brilliance that it's already here. It's already mine. Let's go, upward spiral. We're winning, right? And it's a mindset shift. It's honestly a mindset shift. And you're hypnotizing yourself over the brainwashing. Get it? You are using self-hypnosis to override the cultural conditioning, the social conditioning, all the brainwashing and programming that's been running amok in your mind. You're now what? Cleaning it all out, flushing it all out, getting rid of ideas that don't belong. This is why the full moon is coming up. You better clear those ideas that don't belong to you, get rid of them and tap into this newest optimal identity of yours that has the qualities that you truly respect and admire. So look at charismatic individuals and look at the qualities that they have. What are those qualities that you admire? Is it the way that they use their body language or their gestures? Is it that they sort of make you laugh, but also take the lesson seriously? You've seen this in cool teachers. They can make you laugh and have fun in the class, and at the same time, you're getting the gist of the information that is being taught in the curriculum at the same time. This is a genius brain, my friends. Okay? Not that one, substitute teacher that just let you play on your laptops. And I'm not talking about that guy or gal, right? I'm talking about the teacher that knew how to get you to chuckle about something, either about yourself or the classroom or something that opened the door for learning to happen, right? That created the opportunities for you to actually envelop and take in that information. And this is what I try to do on this channel. You guys know it, right? It's like I'm going with the process, but I'm teaching you the vibe as I'm going along with the process, because it's like, otherwise, like, there's no point to these teachings. It's really about understanding that even a novice who sets himself in front of a camera and starts speaking like this is going to show improvement over years, right? And I've shown it on this channel like this. So this is what you've got to allow yourself to do, is just sometimes you just got to allow yourself to free flow, my friend. Okay? Have you ever freestyle sung or rapped, right? Just play a beat and just start speaking, right? Start saying something, even if it's mumble rap or even if it's just nonsense, gibberish, light language, just do it anyway. I would say do it anyway. Play an instrumental, play a beat, and just go in. It doesn't matter if you're a musician. This is a process of you activating your right side of your brain so you can access more of your mystical power, so that you can become the reservoir of that chi and really move it forward to the best character archetype upgrade, right? And you better be excited. You better be excited about that. You better be so sharp and enthusiastic about that, right? What was the three Jordan Belfort ones again? Sharp as a tack, enthusiastic as heck, and what was the third one? Authority of your own life or something, expert or authority of your own life, right? So these three things, right, really essential, but use it for your spiritual doctrines and your practices too. Okay, really do that. Really do that, because it's okay for you to just have one meditation practice and you're practicing it every day. Don't let other people tell you that that's not spiritual. That's not. Wait a second. That doesn't sound very spiritual to me. Okay, is that a person's soul talking to you, or is it an ego confronting another ego? Okay, hey, you don't know my spirituality. You don't know my spiritual practice. You're not me. I have a subjective experience of my spiritual world and my inner practice, you know? And we can only go so far as to share our own inner practice, you know? Because it's individual to each person, but what we want to do is Primal Sutra. We want to give you the signposts, the guidelines, the bridges, so that you can make this process easier, much more smoother for you. You get me? You feel me? Okay. So really, this is about how can I break past my veil of illusion? How can I understand, like, as what we heard from Horace or Haru in our channeling last night. If you haven't caught that, by the way, I have the recording of it too, so you can just send me a message, pass it over to you. But yeah, in that he was saying that, you know, Brahma brought you to be a creator into this world and maintain it through Vishnu, but also Shiva taught you that it's all an illusion and that you can destroy it all and create the illusion back to the way that you want it. So you have to go through this reprogramming state, right? And that reprogramming is where Shiva is using that transcendence or that transformation again to recreate your life according to how you want it. And this is why I love Shiva's energy, man. It's like this energy of that is serving me no longer. Let me scrap it. Let me add this ideal to my ego and let me hold this value true to myself, this principle true to myself, and live and start to manifest and create these things, right? This integrity that's coming through. Like, I really love that. Like, I'm really starting to tap into the Scorpio energy, guys, as you can hear in my voice today. Like, I feel that Scorpio essence right now. Maybe it's just my emotions that are coming out, but I feel that full moon energy, man. I don't know anybody else who's feeling this rush of energy. Like, wow, something is about to pop. Something is about to awaken in me, man. I can almost taste it. I can almost feel it. There's magic around the corner, baby, and every day is a miracle. Okay, hallelujah. Let's get it. Shalom, Om, Aman, Amin. You already know what it is, okay? Much love to you, brother and sister, wherever you're tuning in from, man. Hey, howdy, howdy, mashallah, okay? Guten Morgen, wherever you're tuning. Bro, I see you. Sister, keep it up, okay? Chica, looking fly, okay? Looking very nice today. I like that. I like that look. Bro, hey, keep that smile going, man. Hey, not too much, not too much. You don't want to take all the ladies away from me, bro. That's not going to happen. Okay? Positivity, upliftment. Who's talking about these things? Everybody's filling your head up with lies, nonsense, negativity, and getting you to scare yourself using scare tactics and fear mongering. Fuck all of that. It is time for you to shine your light. It is time for you to glow up. It is time for you to love life again and love it so much and love yourself and look in the mirror and say that this is that motherfucker. I love this guy, man. I love this girl, man. They are who I really desire to be. And see yourself morphing in front of you. Use that biokinesis. Use this channel. Use all of these techniques. Use all the deities. I just flipped that cup over or whatever. But it don't matter. Okay, because I'm in matter. I am Mata from Chelsea, FC. Okay, I am the goal scorer. I am the one who understands what is going on underneath the surface, not what the world is just presenting to me, not Plato's cave projections. I'm going above. I'm transcending, which means the trance is ending. So through my heightened awareness and perspective, that Horus energy is flowing through me. And right now I feel that ripple. I feel that aggressiveness of Haru, but I also feel the leadership. I see myself. I see myself where I'm falling off, where I need to re-engage that engine and figure it out and crack that code and make sure that I change my approach. I don't give up and say, what now? Because I've been there before, right? And I don't like that feeling. I want to reach my goals and be like, let's keep going. This another one, right? This is the energy we're tapping into, because it's not like, oh, I made it. Now I can finally relax and chill and I'm retired and blah, 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 I get it. I get it. But again, my life is like this. It's a smooth sine wave, okay? It's not a sin wave. Jeez, that would be weird. It's a sine wave, right? And so it's smooth, it's gelatinous, it's flowing, man. I'm not like attaching to things and being like, oh, I need to save my mortgage. I need to buy this one home and put it out by this date. Otherwise, my life is ruined. I can't live without this other person. They're the life of me. They are me. Okay? And I get it if you're in that bad state. I'm not making fun of you, but I am calling you out. You have the responsibility right now to change your situation around. You are the one who's going to say to the people around you, listen, I need healthy boundaries from you. Otherwise, this relationship isn't going to flourish. Okay? It's time you started to speak up to the people around you. It's time you started to grow up and glow up. This is the time, 2024. Stop listening to all this nonsense mainstream music and start listening to frequencies and harmonics. Start listening to 111 hertz, 432 hertz. Start listening to, brainwave entrainment online. Start changing the frequencies of your mind and notice how much your productivity doubles and triples and quadruples by doing this. But if you're still stuck in that musical trap, okay, what does music do? It makes you feel. It's putting you in your feelings. This is why girls, they play music all throughout the day, right? They're playing it all throughout the day to block out everything, right? Just to feel good. But again, you can't rely on that music to make you feel good. You are the music. You feel me? So you are the musicality. You are that charisma. You don't need, it's like poor theater, the understanding, it's just an actor on the stage. You can fill it with fancy props, lights, okay? You can get Edward Cullen, okay? Or Robert Pattinson and make a cameo role in your Broadway special. But that doesn't take away from your acting skills. That doesn't take away from your purpose, your nirvana, your epitome of your flow state blueprint and code. And a lot of people are hearing me right now. A lot of people are ignoring me. Who is this Indian sea monster man yelling at me right now? I do not like it. It's too intense. It's too in my face. I cannot handle it. But let me tell you this. Can you handle this? Are you willing to shine, not for yourself, but for your lineage, for your family, for your generation, to keep it moving forward into something that makes you feel like I'm alive, man. I'm a man. I'm alive. I have balls. And as a woman, you have ovaries, right? You have this incredible circulatory system and all these things. And you keep denying your gifts and skill sets. It's so sad for me to see, because I know you have that potential within you. And don't be like a teacher. He just needs to apply himself. She just needs to. No, it's not the fact that you're lazy. You need to change the tactic. You see? You need to do it what your strength allows you to do and not follow the framework. Like if I were to look at IQ, you know, and base it on the people, it's not like these people are stupid. It's just they're working differently. Your mind is different. So you got to work with that mind. You can't work against it. You can't be like, oh, my mind is a monkey mind. It's bro. I can't fix this. It's going from branch to branch to branch, man. Well, isn't that what they told you, that it was a monkey mind? What if it wasn't a monkey mind and it was a Hanuman mind, baby? What if you can make that mind grow and just embrace you in such a warm, powerful hug that you become one of the strongest fighters of this arena? What if, have you ever thought of it differently than how you're thinking about it? You're thinking like, oh, monkey mind. Yeah, I'm always distracted. You know, I'll just procrastinate. You know, it's just, I mean, all my friends are like that too. I mean, they're kind of doomers. So I guess I'll just, you know, go what they do. Listen to yourself speaking. Would you respect a man like yourself? Would you let yourself date your daughter? Okay. If not, something needs to change. Start seeing yourself in a higher light, man. You got more than that. You're a Kundalini king or queen right now. And you're sitting like some kind of a, you know, peasant who has zero esoteric information, is kind of sitting in the corner looking around like this at all these people yelling, right? But that motivational speaker is telling me to do it like this, and this other one is telling me to do it like that. Which one do I listen to? Right? You listen to the one that makes your heart sing. That's it. Upward Spiral gang. May you never be the same again. Hit that like and subscribe button. Make sure you understand that we have a pathwork and a process to help you with all of this, right? So if you really need to tap into that tantric charisma, if you want to use these mystical techniques to make yourself more charming, more charismatic, more attractive, this is what we're doing, man. We're making people the best version of themselves, bro. And I see it within myself. I'm slowly trying to transform into that. And man, my third eye's glowing, right? Sheesh, woo. What's going on? What's going on? Okay. Let's win today. We got this. You got this. Pow.